Good evening, everyone. I'm Samson, here to explain the third experiment in the data science lab, which is data visualization through Python. So I'm from batch 1, so I'm using Titanic datasets. As you can see here, I imported the dataset using read underscore CSV. And for the data visualization, I imported Pandas library as it will help to create the plots. So the first question is we have to create a bar chart with embark and its count. So to find the count, we use the function value dot value underscore count. We'll count all the embarked fields, and to plot the bar chart, we use the function plt dot bar and added the index and values. In the question, it was mentioned that we have to use different colors, so we added colors also. As you can see, the bar chart is created with embarked versus count. So the second question is asking to create a competitive bar chart for fair and new fair against each person. So to find the fair and since it's already mentioned first 15 people, so first I use dot head function to find the details of the 15 people. Then I use two bar chart functions to create a comparatively bar chart. In the first one, it's for fair, and the second one is for new fair. As you can see, the comparative bar chart is still there. In the third question, we have to create an horizontal bar chart with embarked and fair. So to create a horizontal bar chart, we are using bar H as it will create a horizontal bar chart. Horizontal bar chart is created for embarked versus fair values. So the first question, the question is asking to create a stacked bar chart for fair and new fair against first 10 persons. So for that, first we use the head function to find the top 10 values. Then first I created a bar chart from PLT bar and named it as fair and created another bar chart as new fair. In that I ordered bottom as fair. So the fair bar chart will come in bottom and new fair will come in top. So this is the stack bar chart for fair and fair. And the fifth question is asking to create a pie chart for passengers and class for passenger class and its count. To create a pie chart, we use plot.py function. And to first count the values, we use values underscore count, and this is auto PCT is the percentage of the values we are using in the pie chart. So as you can see, this is the bar chart. Pie chart I created. For the sixth question, we have to create a dot plot between person and age. So to create a dot plot, we just need to the function is plt dot plot. We have to add the range as for first 15 people. So we added the range, and as it's a dot plot, so we added a dot as an input. So as you can see, a dot plot is created for person and their ages. For the next question, we have to draw a line plot between age and concession. So again, it's a plot only, so we use the same function dot plot. But since in the previous question it was dot plot, so we use the dot. We added dot parameter, but since it's a line, so we didn't add the dot parameter, and we added the values as age, row as age, and column as concession. As you can see, the line plot is shown. So for the eighth question, we have to draw scatter plot between pair and new pair. So to create a scatter plot, we use a function created dot scatter. Inside the added the rows and columns of pair and new pairs. And for that, this is the scatter plot created for pair and new pair. For the ninth question, we need to create a scatter plot between age and pair. So similar to the previous question, we use scatter function, added x-axis and y-axis as age and pair, and created this scatter plot. For the 10th question, we need to create a box plot showing the statistical summary of age column. To create a box plot, we use the function created box plot. added the column value as age, and drop any means it will remove all the none values. And with that line, the plot is created, the box plot for age. For the 11th question, we have to create an histogram for concession column. To create a histogram, we use a plt.hist function, added the column detail, and for that, and using that, here's the histogram created for concession column as concession and the y-axis frequency. For the last question, 12th question, they are telling to draw a histogram plot for concession column with bin values. So, okay, so again, for to create a histogram, we use the plt.hist function, added the column value, but in since it's written and it's mentioned that we have to use the bin value, we took a bin value as 5. So by taking the bin value as 5, this is the new uh, this is the new histogram created with concession. With this here is the end of the experiment. Thank you, everyone.